Mashehu, Martin, Ngobo, Cardoso, Peterson, Swani, Lee Baxter. Hey, content after content after content.
Yeah.
You can see Musk Namakosi la. I've got Kosi Elihle Elukulu Thulani. My brother, I wanna know before maybe shed a tear a little bit here and there, but I think maybe sometimes the tears are drying up. They're not even coming out anymore.
Hayi ndoda senginami ndoda akusekho buhlungu.
Well, he just said that loss is better than a 3-0 walkover. Well, it's actually the truth. It's better.
Well done to Cape Town City. Firstly, by playing those mind games.
Yeah, but today besingazi ukuthi ise game or ngoba by the way iKaizer Chiefs is still continuing at 70 rand ticket, so hey asazi ukuthi sithengo singathani.
Yeah, they were blocked.
Yeah, I went there. They were blocked. I went to the comp ticket there. They said no, they've closed the ticket, and then after an hour I was informed that no, it's open now for purchase, and then I purchased it. Yeah,
because we didn't know ukuthi bayeza or abezi. Cabanga, if mina as a fan being unsettled, how much more psychologically to a player do you know you need to psych yourself up ukuthi ngizodlala and all that. I think they were playing mind games and they won. They won. Well done to them.
Thulani, guys, sure. Another defensive mistake.
Okay.
There's no communication. Last week it was. Just this week, let me not even say last week. Yeah. Just this week, it was Ngobo.
Okay.
Today, it's Cardoso no Peterson. There's no communication. Yeah. There was even other moments that could have led to goals, but it didn't. But again, Mashehu, all the way from defending to attacking to even scoring that goal, where you can say Peterson should have dealt with that better. What's going on with the defense?
I'll say it again. Go be.
No, you know, my brother, the problem is not about the goalkeeper. The problem is about the defense. Our defense, I think, is not well organized, and our defense is full of all players. If you look at Cardoso, if you look at Matho, look at Rama, they are all players. That mentality is fucked up. Do you get me? So now we need new crop of players.
Let me. I think reverse again.
Yeah.
Do you guys think that famous draw against Baroka, Sundowns winning the league in the last moments, do you think it psychologically damaged the players in such a way that there's lack of confidence in the current squad that you see at Kaizer Chiefs? Even when Kaizer Chiefs was losing 2-0, we were surprised when they scored that goal because we felt there wasn't that thing from Kaizer Chiefs of coming back.
There is no sense of agency within the players. So I think we need to sign new players. We need to sign players who have hunger. Do you understand? People like Womato, they have won the league, man, 7 years ago. People like Cardoso, they've been there since Compella. Come on.
And Rama.
People like Rama, they've been there since Compella. People like Kama, they've been there since Compella.
But Kama is the one who's hungry.
Yeah, but I know Kama is hungry, but I'm just giving you an example. We need players who have the hunger to win. We don't want Matho. Matho has won the league. Do you understand? We don't want Kune. Kune has won the league. He has won Netbank. He has won Telkom knockout to get the point. So we need to.
Been there.
Yeah, so we need to get new players. Let's go and sign Dupreez. Let's go and get Mule.
Yeah,
Do you understand? These are players who have hunger. Let's go and get Nodada.
The question is the family ready to go break the bank account because you've got another billionaire there in Stellenbosch? Do you think you can just go there and take a Dupree without having to cough up some serious money?
No, I don't think so. I think the issue of our relationship is killing us, especially in the market. I think that's something to be worked on. It's not looking good, man.
Okay, now somebody said, and we all know this, Kaizer Chiefs pays well, salary-wise.
Yeah.
Now, don't you think as a Because look, maybe we are exaggerating the situation. Maybe it only takes one season to fix all the problems, or maybe it's a long-term problem that needs fixing for the next 5 years or so. Perhaps, do you think that maybe management need to identify 1 or 2 targets that they're willing to go splash the money? Make sure that they get them. Because, to be honest, guys, if you're not willing to cough up the money, doesn't matter whether it's a Stellenbosch, whether it's a Maritzburg, or whether for you to get those players there, you need to pay money.
True. That's absolutely true. You need to be willing to spend. And we need to change that, man. Uguti, we don't want to give money to the teams. We want to go via and talk to the players directly. We need to change that because it's killing us. The teams don't want to deal with us because now we deal with the players directly.
Signing free agents all the time. We need to change how we deal with the market. No, it's not good at all.
I think let's all address the issue. I think it was circulating over social media. Mandla Ngigazi comes out, makes a statement. Now you can decipher it in many ways. He says, Woolworths, Spar, Pick and Pay. Ne?
Yeah, Sundowns to Woolworths, yeah.
He goes and says,
Pick and Pay.
there needs to be financial fair play. Do you think financial fair play would somehow assist Kaizer Chiefs and Pirates in recruiting top players?
The will to buy is also very important.
You know,
Woolworths is open for everyone. Why don't you go to Woolworths?
the issue of financial thing, not for me, I don't think it's a problem. Okay, let's look at EPL. Leicester City won the league. Manchester United was there. Man City was there. Liverpool was there. Arsenal. Those are big,
yeah.
and they're owned by people who have money. Do you understand? But it won. Okay, let's forget about EPL, PSL. Bidvest won the league. Sandown was there. Musaba was there. He was buying big players, but they won. But they won. So the issue is not about the market. It's about knowing how to buy where.
System, thank you.
Exactly.
Knowing what to buy where. Knowing what you need exactly.
You can go to Woolworths and get that ice cream and then go back to Pick and Pay and buy the cone. And you can,
So the scouting system, knowing your system, knowing how you want to play, and knowing exactly what quality you want. You might want something, but you're not going to get it at Woolworths. You have to go to Pick and Pay to get exactly what you want, you know. I was watching the Nedbank Cup yesterday, and I watched a very good game between Marumo and TTM. You know, you can go there and get a very good player. There's a player called Mwepe there. He was wearing number 2. He plays for TTM, a midfield, a very good player. Very, very good player.
Mudau was bought at Black Leopards.
Exactly.
And Kapinga. You know, Kapinga's from Black Leopards.
So maybe Manda needs to tell us what is Woolworths, Crenshaw, because Black Leopards can't be Woolworths. Come on.
Maritzburg can't be Woolworths. Mawu is from where?
It's all about knowing where to get what you want.
Duruk is from where?
Yeah.
Let's say Andile Jali, he came through Nedbank, you remember? Yeah. He's still performing now at Sundowns, you remember? And he's still a Q player now in Sundowns. Andile Jali. He came through the rank of this guy, Matax Nedbank. And again, the other guy, same guy from Limpopo, who's that guy? Man of the match, Mudiba. He's not playing, but he's from there, Limpopo as well, you understand? So they recruited him, so I agree with these guys, 2 guys, that no, it's not about
nonsense.
Yeah.
Whatever he said was that's what we say.
Yeah, before we can move in, I will give you an example of my Sundown, before Pizzo.
Yeah.
We used to buy big names.
Yeah.
But they were not
doing
anything. They were not winning.
Yeah,
you know how many coaches came to Sundowns buying big players, but they were not winning. But now, when Biso arrived, he knew the type of football that he wanted to play.
Good.
And he knew the type of players that he wants. Do you understand? That's how they started winning. That's the winning formula of Sundowns. So even if there's a signing, you must check. They don't just buy any player. They look at their system and then they go and say, okay, this one can fit our system. This one.
They bought Bradley Ralani, who they identified.
And it's old, and Bradley Ralani can check the age, it's old, but they identify the gap within the team.
Yeah.
They identify What must we add here?
Yeah.
With the boys, something that can add value to the team.
So, my leader, I think before going to buy, you need to have. I wanted to go there, but you need to have some sort of a paper to say, okay, I need this, I need this, because you know what you're going to cook, right? You know how much you need of it. You need a system.
Yes.
And
We don't have a system.
Those ingredients, the ingredients
Yes.
are important. The chef is important.
Very important.
Who is the chef to cook what needs to be cooked at Kaizer Chiefs?
I always say, who maybe is not the right question. The kind of attributes that the chef needs to have.
Okay.
He needs to have the presence. He needs to have that winning mentality. He needs to have the pedigree, man. We need to know that, okay, this guy has won so many cups. This guy plays this kind of football. This guy dominates. This guy plays on transition. How do you want to play as a team?
There was a fan.
A coach like Pizzo, not to say Pizzo, a coach like Pizzo to come and start a new system from scratch. We don't have a system.
So there was another fan who said players don't respect Arthur's one. Is that correct?
I wouldn't.
Do you link it with having somebody with pedigree?
Last week, my leader, remember what I said last week. Senior players can be toxic to the team, especially if
Influence,
they
they've
are
got
not getting regular game time.
Influence, yeah.
So the very, very, very important solution to take is to take those senior players, release them.
You don't recycle them, yeah.
Hunt once said, when you don't see the hunger in a player, that player is finished.
Yeah.
Release that player. These players, like he said, won us trophies 7 years ago. Where now you don't have two things that are very important, hunger and the legs. They don't have the legs, they don't have the hunger. They don't still want to play for the senior team. You have to be hungry to want to play for the senior team, to play for Kaizer Chiefs. If you lost the hunger, you lost the chance to play for Kaizer Chiefs. And this thing of having any other player to come play for Chiefs is not on. Like we said, we need to have some sort of a standard. We need to have some sort of.
You are flipping Kaizer Chiefs. You are flipping Kaizer Chiefs.
We are Kaizer Chiefs.
But Coach Thulani as well did say history today almost means, I think it would be harsh saying it means nothing, but it's not something that's defining anything anymore.
You know, history will never win you the next game. That's what he meant. You need to play the next game to win it. And that next game will take you to the next trophy. You know, I agree with him. We used to be a big Kaizer Chiefs. I don't think so now. Any team can come at home and beat us. We scored the first goal in 2020 at home. That can be the Kaizer Chiefs that I know, that I started supporting. We can't dominate a game of football. Dominate, like have 5 consecutive passes.
Yeah.
I'm not going to go to consecutive wins. We can't have that. So
Ugude manje ama wins ugude khuluma ngama-pass
Dota, inkinga zethu ziningi. Sinenkinga iningi, and we need to sit down. I once said Kaizer Chiefs maybe needs to look back where they started. How did they get things right? Over the years, how did they get things wrong? What needs to change? We never used to bring anyone at Chiefs. There's someone who said even players need to be faulted. They need to know that they are not just playing for any other team. Once you have this badge, you need to play different. You need to give everything. You need to be special. And when you go out as Kaizer Chiefs, that goes back to scouting. You don't just bring what we can get in South Africa. Bring something special. So a lot of work needs to go behind the scenes. And I need some presence in that bench, man. I always say I love Zwane. Like he said off the show that we've been changing coaches.
Too much.
And it looks like us changing coaches does not bring us the desired result. It's not so much of a solution. But what is a solution? Players.
Zwane said before the game, it's going to take time to drill the players into playing different, because I think, I don't know if it was sort of like a jab at Baxter, saying that the players don't have confidence. The players were not allowed to express themselves, to bring out their creativity, and he's trying to change that.
Yeah, no, it was. And it also said that it doesn't have so much time to train with the players because the next day, we're having the next game on Tuesday. So you recover and then the next thing you have to play. But it goes back to the hunger, man. If the players are hungry enough, you don't need so much time to turn things around.
True, yeah.
You know,
Let's just
I feel like we're so divided.
Let's get rid of the old players.
Yeah.
Bring new crop together with the MDC players,
And be
and then
patient,
and be
yeah.
patient,
To
man.
build,
We'll
yeah.
build around those players, and
Yeah.
then we'll work around, man.
Yeah, before you close it, my leader, like I said last week, we also need luck. Winning a game of
Preparation meets preparation.
winning.
Not just luck.
Luck doesn't.
We,
yeah.
we didn't talk much about the game today,
There's luck in football,
but
but
we also need luck.
If you don't
Luck will.
you can't get luck.
I said last week,
Luck is
it's a game of confidence.
Yeah.
Luck will make you confident that I can give you
create
that pass.
opportunity, yeah,
I
must
can
create
give you that pass. You see, the keeper got beaten in the near post again.
Yes.
What does that do in his
Arrows,
psychological?
good arrows,
And
yeah.
you saw he was competing other mistakes as well.
We need to win games. We need to win that one game so we can get back to that level of confidence to say, okay, we can combine here. We can play like this. But now, if we're losing games, it's only going to get
The
worse.
morale is very well done.
Let's step back. Well, you heard it. THULANI is not happy. I don't even know what to say anymore.
We need leadership in Kaizer Chiefs. In Kaizer Chiefs, you must have 11 leaders. Even though there's going to be one guy with an armband, you need to have 11 leaders. Some people need to organize at the back. In the middle, there must be a leader. Up front, there must be a leader. Yes. We don't have leadership at Kaizer Chiefs. If one makes a mistake, they are out because there's not a leader who's going to come back and say, hey, guy, you've made a mistake. It's okay. Let it go. Come back to the game. Let's play. Like you on your own at Kaizer Chiefs now. It's a problem.
You heard THULANI. I'm not going to say anything more. You know what to do. Comment. You heard what he said. Some said, but Kaizer Chiefs might take you, so it must be insolvent. Some well, comment below, subscribe, like, comment, share, like, do everything, and say, have your say. Really, you can find us on Facebook, on YouTube, on your Instagram. It's a Master Tactician fan signing out. Aye, Kubi. Tough.
Amarasi, no mabuno.